I'm Sasikala Siva, Clinical Project Manager of DNDi, who based in Malaysia. I'm working with the DNDi since 2016 and has been managing clinical trial which has been conducted in Malaysia and Thailand. Currently, we are conducting one clinical trial called Storm C1 Stage 2 in Malaysia and Thailand. We has been recruited about 236 patients and we are looking forward to complete the study soon. This study has been active in 7 sites in Malaysia and 4 sites in Thailand. Okay, hepatitis C is a liver infection which can cause serious liver damage. It is often a silent infection which patient wouldn't experience any sign and symptoms, and hepatitis C can be transmitted through contaminated blood and contaminated body fluid. It can cause to serious damage to liver and can increase the risk of complications and advancement of the disease. There are multiple risk factors for hepatitis C infections. The main risk factors are patient who has been injecting drug in the past and current, prisoners, sex workers, transgender, child who has born to another hepatitis C infected mother, transgender who had a piercing and tattooing in the past using a contaminated needle, and a patient who has received a blood transfusion and blood product before 1994. There are many DAAs has been registered and available in market currently. Oral medication available for duration of 3 to 6 months. It is a shorter treatment compared to HIV treatments, and most of the patients claiming they are feeling much better during and after the treatments. Some of the patients require ribavirin because if their disease has been advanced stage, and most of the patients currently are unknown of their status of hepatitis C, and it's often because hepatitis C is asymptomatic, and if it is remained undetected and untreated can lead to more complication and it can be more difficult to treat. Currently, DNDi has been conducting a clinical trial which is Storm C1. This clinical trial is really promising a new combination of treatment. The drugs are used Rabidasvay with Sofosbuvir. It's an oral therapy to treat hepatitis C and within 3 to 6 month durations depending on the severity and regardless of if they have HIV co-infections. Our first clinical trial has recruited about 301 patients, and the patient has completed the treatment in 2017 and it has shown a cure rate of 95% and above. The safety and efficacy data are promising the new drug will bring a new hope for the patients, especially who couldn't afford expensive treatments. We are preparing for the drug registrations in Malaysia in near future. Patient could go to 144 MOH government hospital and 33 primary healthcare facilities to get consulted and linkage for the hepatitis C treatment in Malaysia. Patient can refer to the list of hospitals and primary healthcare with in KKM websites. In 2016, DNDi has started the first clinical trial in Malaysia. It has given an opportunity for 220 patients to be treated in the study, and among them 218 patients has been cured. The study is sponsored by Ministry of Health and DNDi, and this is a very unique collaboration as given an opportunity for the patient which is in need. DNDi also has brought into new partners like FINE organization to Malaysia to promote and to improve the diagnostic area. As the outcome of this unique collaboration, MOH has simplified the algorithm for diagnostic path, and DNDi and FINE in collaboration with the MOH has organized a successful Finding Missing Million screening camp last year. Within the 2 weeks, we managed to gather all the support from more than 100 government hospitals and primary healthcare clinics to conduct a screening and awareness camp. More than 10,000 people has been benefited from the campaign nationwide. We have been facing many challenges to treat hepatitis C patients in clinical trials, especially the patients who has been injecting or using drugs because some has past or current history of committing into crime, which lead the authorities to take action during the study periods. This would cause the treatment compliance impacted, and sometimes we are unable to track them for safety monitoring, and their data will be incomplete for data analysis. In the past, we also found out some of our study participants are not compliant to the methadone therapies and found out they are taking illicit drug, and some PWID patients, due to injecting drug frequently, they had very poor blood veins for blood sampling. It has been challenging for our doctors to collect their samples, and it is critical because we require to monitor their safety profiles through the blood sampling. But we are very fortunate that we had doctors which are really committed and care for their patients, invested all their efforts to bring back them to hospitals and ensure they are safe and cured. As DNDi, we really thankful to Dr. Tan Sok Siam for coordinating the clinical trial in Malaysia since 2016, and not forgetting Dr. Rosaida, Dr. Razi, Dr. Suresh, Dr. T, Dr. Datu Mahiran, Dr. Hanisa and Prof. Chan Wakyom, which they are our key specialists who lead the clinical trial in participating sites. Partnership is very important for achieving the targets. Through a collaborative partnership, we could do so much more for patients. We could reach out more a wider community, and this will help to accelerate the testing and treating process for the hepatitis C. In 2017 November, Malaysian pharmaceutical company Pharmaniaga, Egyptian pharmaceutical company Pharco, and DNDi has signed a collaboration agreement to manufacture and supply a new combination treatment for hepatitis C to be sold at $300 in public sectors in Malaysia. Despite the challenges and pressures has been faced by our Malaysian government, Malaysia has been taking proactive steps toward hepatitis C preventions. With a strong political will and leadership from the Malaysian MOH and various partners, I'm quite certain that Malaysia will be able to achieve their goal to eliminate hepatitis C by 2030.